Okay, the breaking news out of the capital of Nigeria. A federal high court has actually ordered the immediate reinstatement of Senator Natasha Akpoti back to the National Assembly, just almost 6 months after a controversial suspension. But that's not all. In a dramatic twist, which I think is a bit, she has also been fined 5 million naira for contempt of court. So what really happened here? What laws were broken? And what does this mean for the balance of power between the judiciary and the legislature in Nigeria? Hello everybody, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Wemimo, also known as That Mom of 5. Now, let's break down this show of shame happening in our Senate House. Let me give you guys a quick background and context. As you all know, I have been following the case between Senator Natasha Akpoti, that woman is beautiful, and Senator Akpoti since the shameless drama started. So Senator Natasha Akpoti, who represent Kogi Central, was suspended from the Senate earlier this year. We all know that. And this followed a heated political clash with Senator President Godswill Akpabio. Though the same Senate claimed internal disciplinary grounds, critics including myself, we have argued that the move was politically motivated. Professor Mbeke also contributed, So the suspension lasted 6 months and effectively removed her voice from legislative decisions affecting millions of Kogi people in Nigeria. But what authority does the Senate have to actually suspend a member? Senator Redcap, I hope you could not keep your mouth shut now. And did they go too far? So with that being asked, drop your comment in the comment section. Let's discuss the legal analysis. The legal analysis, according to the ruling handed down by Justice Binta Inyako of the Federal High Court, the Senate suspension violated Section 14 subsection 2 of the Legislative Houses Powers and Privileges Act 2017. So this section actually emphasizes that while the legislature can regulate its proceedings, such power cannot infringe on the democratic rights of duly elected representatives. You would imagine that the Senate president will know this, right? So let me now quote Justice Inyako. In quote, internal discipline must not amount to political silencing. This is a big key. Yes, a big key. The judgment reinforces the principle that the will of the electorate cannot be undone by internal politics or authoritarian tendencies within the state. Yes, like I told you guys, Nigeria has slowly become an authoritarian government. So legal experts have also argued a set of strong precedent for legislative independence, while also drawing a line against potential, abuse of power. So the charge given to Senator Natasha, contempt of court. However, it wasn't a total win for Senator Natasha in 5 million naira, In the same ruling, the court found her guilty of contempt. And what is the reason? The reason is that apology. That apology which she posted on her Facebook on the 27th of April this year, in which she posted a satirical apology to the Senate and to Senate President Akpabio. I think I have a video where I was talking like, why do you apologize? So this post directly violated a court order issued on the 4th of April 2025, which barred all parties from making public comments about the ongoing case. Despite that, Senator Natasha proceeded to publish content online that mocked the court's authority. I know. So contempt of court, as defined in Nigeria jurisprudence, is any act that disrespects or undermines the judicial process under Order 35 of the Federal High Court Civil Procedure Rules. Courts are empowered to impose fines or even jail time on individuals found guilty of contempt. So yeah, we know. In this case anyway, the punishment includes a 5 million naira fine, a public apology in 2 national newspapers, and a sincere apology post on her Facebook page. Now, please note, this apology is for the courts and not to you people, being the Senate lawyers or Akpabio or Senator Redcap or those who have been shouting everywhere. Yes, it's not for the court, it's for the courts only. So, public reaction and political fallout, the dual ruling has sparked massive debate across Nigeria for a very long time. Supporters of Senator Natasha argued that the reinstatement validates our claims of political persecution, Others say the contempt ruling proves she went too far in defying both legal and institutional norms. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Meanwhile, the Senate has yet to actually issue an official statement on how they actually plan to comply with the court order of the Judge Bento, or whether it will challenge it. What I don't understand is this: why ask the same Senate who were faulted by the judge for suspending her to be the ones who will now recall her back to the Senate? Guys, let me know in the comment section, because to the best of my knowledge, the Senate are known for not complying to rules, laws, and policy. Allegedly. Yes, allegedly. So, what makes the judge think the Senate should be given the power to be the one to actually call Senator Natasha back into the House of Senate to continue her job? I don't seem to understand this section. I don't. And this is me saying it honestly. I don't understand. But if you do, please kindly educate us in the comment section, because I really want to know why the judge, maybe the judge should have just given them a direct order like, Natasha, back to work. So political analysts suggest this could further strain relations between the executive, legislative, and judicial branches. I believe so. The likes of Mbeke, Professor Duru, and our courts are still out there throwing road tantrums, and anyone who dares to have a different opinion to theirs gets thrown under the bus. I think you guys should go and rest. Anyway, also, the broader implications this case highlight a bigger issue, okay? The tension between the legislative autonomy and the judicial oversight. While the National Assembly has constitutional independence under Section 4 of the 1999 Constitution, no arm of government is above the law. And I think Nigerian politicians are already forgetting that. So this ruling reminds lawmakers that their powers have limits, and that courts are willing to enforce those boundaries. It also reaffirms the rights of elected officials to represent their constituents without any arbitrary interference. Do not interfere. A cornerstone of any functioning democracy. However, the contempt ruling shows that those same officials are not immune to accountability.
National Assembly, my country people, now we go know whether Nigeria is a country of rule of law or lawlessness. We will know whether the Senate is a Senate of laws or it is filled with lawbreakers. People where they make laws for the poor but cannot live by those laws. You see this case of Senator Natasha, where don't they go on since when? So we must speak out against injustice, no matter who is informed. This kind of injustice and oppression must not be allowed to continue. So the case of Senator Natasha on her illegal suspension, now today they do the verdicts for court. Remember, say she already get case of defamation where they carry her go court. Now Attorney General, now they filed the case on behalf of Senate President Akpoti. They even duplicate that case, carry and go another court. She was granted bail of self-recognition after the other bail of 50 million. And today now they did the one for the verdict of the illegal suspension. This case was initially assigned to Justice Obiora Egwatu. On the day when he's supposed to give him final verdict, they petitioned the judge. So he had to recuse himself. He commit himself from the case. They can reassign the case to another judge again, Justice Binta Nyako. Look at the mischief in delaying and time taking for this same case. Finally, today now, they don't go back and forth. Today was the verdict. The judge, he finds Senator Natasha 5 million and an apology to the court. They say for contempt of court, for the satirical apology where she been posted for her Facebook page. And then on the issue of the suspension, the judge agreed that the suspension cannot hold because you cannot suspend the senator for 6 months, which is about 181 days, because you are denying her people in Kogi Central representation, and has ordered the Senate to recall the Senator Natasha. So now we need to know whether the Nigerian Senate, who have initially been flouting court orders, even the one that stopped this suspension from the beginning, the Nigerian Senate must now recall Senator Natasha to go and continue her work. Because any other thing is a travesty and it is a miscarriage of justice. Senator Godswill Akpabio, dear Senate President, sir, there have been Nigerian National Assembly before your administration. And the 10th Assembly will not be the end of National Assembly in Nigeria. Before you come, Senate Presidents don't boku back from the days of Senate President Nnamdi Azikiwe, to Senate President Denis Osadebe, Senate President Nwafo Rizu, Dr. Joseph Wayas, Senator Yochiayu, Ame Bute, Chuba Okadigbo, Adolphus Wabara, Ken Namani, Ayim Payo Sayim, David Mark, Bukola Sarakis. They done plenty. Even myself, I go fit become Senate President, and I will not allow injustice to be done to you, because no matter who is involved, injustice is injustice. You must do the right thing. What exactly is the offense of Senator Natasha? When I say she disobeyed standing order, you suspend her, you stop her salary. Court don't order now for you to reinstate her. You must reinstate the senator, because even that same National Assembly, a senator led talks to go and steal the maize, symbol of authority, 2018. By 2019, they vote him in as deputy Senate President. The one who was convicted of money laundering and sentenced to prison, how many days they suspend them? So the National Assembly standing order does not know how to take care of criminals amongst them. It is only women who speak out for their rights. Out of a Senate of 109 people, only 4 women. And now one of those women, they go through this persecution, because this is not a prosecution. You cannot, and at the same government, but they talk about gender equality, 35% affirmative action. Yet, out of 4 women, 1 is still undergoing persecution. Nigeria, we cannot continue like this. We must obey court orders and recall the senator immediately. And the other remaining 3 women, we they hear now, your silence is very loud. It is very audible. We can hear your silence. The 3 other female senators, Senator Eretihi Bakingibe, Senator Dr. Mrs. Ikpali Bohari Banigo, former Deputy Governor of Rivers State, Dr. Mrs. Idia Toluronti Adebule, former Deputy Governor of Lagos State. That is, we can see your silence and hear it very loud. Women supporting women. Carry lie, make una continue. But if women no agree support women, we men, we go support women. Una no one may we talk, but we must talk. Because this country, you cannot kill all of us. We must speak out for injustice, and the right thing must be done. Senate President Akpabio, the court has given its verdict. Recall Senator Natasha. You cannot deny the people of Kogi Central their own representation. They have a right to their senator. Same way your people in Akwa Ibom Northwest have a right for you to represent them. No Nigerian is more Nigerian than another Nigerian. Recall Senator Natasha. Is there more to this issue? Abi get another thing where una know they talk. Make una recall the senator. Make una recall and make she go continue her work and leave all these shenanigans. Focus on serious matters, insecurity, inflation, hunger. People are dying. Leave Natasha to do her work for her people. God bless Nigeria. My name is Justice for Nigeria. Sorry, Peter for Nigeria.
Mocking the judiciary, even under the guise of satire. This definitely has consequences. Anyway, what have the experts been advising both? Okay, so what can we learn from this? First, political institutions must operate within the law, whether it's the Senate or an individual lawmaker. Second, elected representatives must respect the judicial process. Okay, satire may have its place, but not when it flouts a direct court order. We are learning, we do not know it all. Legal experts have also been advising that moving forward, public figures should, rely on their legal teams and maintain courtroom decorum. Okay, even on social media, a single post can cost you millions, as it is costing Senator Natasha now, and it could possibly damage your credibility. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Was Senator Natasha Akpoti suspension justified? Did she deserve the contempt charge? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, share, join my membership, and subscribe for more legal and political updates. And also turn on your notifications so you never miss a story that matters. And until next time, stay informed and stay empowered. Peace out.